Hello, I'm Dr. Carol Encarnacion, and my specialty is on infectious diseases. I practice here at Meadville, Pennsylvania. I'm here to remind you, and you already know from the media, about the serious problem we are facing and we have had about 6 months of facing the coronavirus or COVID-19. Some of you might not really relate because you have not seen anyone dying or getting very sick from the virus, but I do. I have friends who have died in New York City, New Jersey, Florida, and currently, as we speak, I have 2 family members who are sick in Mississippi. I also take care of patients with the COVID. So what do we do now? We have some understanding, but literature and research are coming in, and you're smart. You also read, but what do we know? Out of 100 people who get sick or who pick up the virus, 80 out of the 100 will have no symptoms. But about 20 out of the 100 can get very sick. Some need the ventilator to assist them to breathe. And we are taking care of these patients, and some die. So no one is immune or safe from this virus. But younger people, of course, your immune system are better. But the older people get sick and have a higher risk of dying. So if you get sick, you can bring it home to your family, your mother, your father, your grandparents, your siblings may get sick from this virus. So how can we lower the chances of you spreading the virus? So we're a team here, and we need you to cooperate. So to lower our chances, wear your masks when you are in big groups, but please try to avoid big groups. And you have to think, do I really have to be in these crowded areas? So choose a small group, your friends, and do your hand washing, and you social distance. So be safe, be healthy, and enjoy the afternoon and the evening.
Why? Why couldn't you have picked a better time for this to happen? Or how about never? I mean, you're God. You could have stopped it. So tell me, I want to know. I know you haven't heard from me in a while, but I've been busy. You know, class president, cheerleader, National Honor Society, valedictorian. We are all so proud of the hard work and dedication from our seniors this year, and we are extremely sad they'll have to go through this. Sad? How about mad? I am so mad. I have worked so hard for this. We have all worked so hard for this. It was the ultimate goodbye. Since elementary school, this was the goal. Graduation, the final bridge from high school to college. And it was our time. We get all dressed up like we're going to church, shining brightly like stars. We look good. We put on our caps and our gowns as if they were royal mantle. We're sharp, crisp, smart. Then we file into the Coliseum. Click, click, click. Pictures being taken throughout the room, and then we wait. We wait for our moment until finally we walk the stage. Our parents beam with pride, and so do we. Click, click, click. There's so many pictures, and all those years were leading up to this. Kindergarten, first lost tooth, recess, spelling tests, trading lunches, 6th grade graduation, braces, pimples and crushes, telling secrets and sharing tears, dances, football games, running down the hallways laughing, pressing in, cramming for tests, and thank God passing tests. And click, click, click. Friends taking pictures of friends and remembering all of those times. So what are you trying to do? Get our attention? Punish us? What did we ever do to you? Forget it, you're not going to tell me. It's just silence, deafening silence. Mom, stop. No, I'm not hungry. Go away. Go away. At least I'm not crying anymore. Yeah, I know it's not the end of the world, but it sure feels like it. Stop, you don't love me? Then prove it, fix it, make it all go away. Snap your godly fingers and let's go back to where we were. Getting ready for the prom. I had the dress, the date, an appointment to get my hair done. What, Mom? No, I don't want to watch a movie with you. I don't care if you have popcorn. No, I'm tired. I'm just gonna take a nap. Yeah, so if you're so good, then why did you let all of this happen? See, I knew it. Silence. Your silence speaks louder than words because you don't care. So if you need me, just let me know. Because until then, I'm out. What? You have big plans for me? I'm stronger than this. I am stronger than this. We're all stronger than this. To my class of 2020, we feel that this pandemic has ruined the celebration that we earned and deserved, but that is not so. What it has given us is the greatest gift of all, a story. Our story. Think of the story that we'll tell our children or our grandchildren. We'll tell them of our strength, perseverance, and determination to not let this keep us down. We will do as our alma mater said, with courage and strength and perseverance. We will shine through and through. Yes, back in 2020, we lived through it. We made history. Class of 2020, we've got this. Hey, Mom, I changed my mind. I do want to watch a movie with you. Save some popcorn, please. We got this.
I need a break. I wish we didn't have to wear a mask. It's hot, hard to breathe, and feels claustrophobic, and no one out here looks human anymore. You don't know if they're smiling or scowling at you, so you're only left with their eyes. But their eyes avoid contact as if they're afraid to catch something. Look, I don't have it. You can look at me, okay? Just look at me. Aren't we supposed to be in this together? Yeah, well, you should try stocking groceries all day, where the mood is grim, the speech is mumbled, and the people are rushing in and out like little ants grabbing their food as quickly as possible. You know, it's funny. They're afraid to come in a store for 20 minutes in fear of catching it. But I'm here all day long. Look, I don't have it. But if I dare walk past you, you push your cart away from me as fast as you can. Hey, I'm not gonna breathe on you. Welcome to the weird world of COVID-19. People jump away from you, refuse eye contact, and if you study their eyes, they look scared and lonely. Well, I'm done with this. I'm 16 and I have my entire life ahead of me. This is not living. This is running. So, look at me. Look me in the eyes. Do you see who I am? Do you? There's more than just this sacker in the city market. This girl has dreams, and believe me, my dreams are not spending my life putting our eggs, bread, and cheese into plastic sacks. I'm good. I'm just taking a break. At first I tried smiling at people from underneath my mask, but they couldn't see it. I'd say, have a blessed day. And they'd ask, "What? What did you just say?" I'd repeat, "Have a blessed day." No response. Maybe they heard me, maybe they didn't. So I'd carefully set their groceries into the back of the car and off they'd go. Fast. Gotta get out of here, away from me, as fast as they can. I'd glance at my watch and count the minutes when I got back in, until I can get back home. I don't like it here anymore. People are distant and cold. And I'm not like that. I like to reach out and I like to touch somebody's arm. Wait till you taste those strawberries. They're to die for. I ate some earlier. They're so sweet and juicy, they're fresh off the truck. But no more of that. No more sampling the foods either. Man, that used to be my favorite thing to do. Those ladies who stood those mini booths, trying to get customers to sample barbecue or lemon pie or chicken salad, they know they'd see me. I'd give them a bright smile and they could never say no. Can I have a sample, please? Like my 20th sample this out. But no, no more of that. We're lucky if we even get a break. It's all so serious now. I'm also a hugger. Hey, it's okay. We'll find your mom. Don't be scared. I bet she's just in the next aisle. Let's hug it out and go find her. But now we can't do that. We just keep our distance. Come on, follow me, kid, but don't get too close. I'll help you find your mom. Don't worry. So yeah, if I didn't need the money for my car payment, I'd quit. You know, that's one thing we still have in common. A heartbeat. Yeah, our heartbeats together. Ba-doom, ba-doom, ba-doom. So maybe we can reach out and can't touch each other. Look, if we place our hands over our hearts and we say, we may be scared, but our hearts beat together. Yeah, I like that. Our hearts beat together. And I can't wait for this all to be over. Hopefully in a few months. Please, please in a few months. Then can you imagine? The air will be sweeter and you'll breathe better. The hugs will be longer and the laughter will be louder. Yeah, I'm coming. I'll be right there. But please, please don't look away from me. Look here. Look into my eyes as if to say, we may be scared, but our hearts beat together.
Hey, Janae. Oh, I'm glad you're here too. What would we do without Skype? Yeah. Well, I think I'm gonna lose my mind. Oh, I'll tell you why. My sister. My mom's gone at work all day and she expects me to babysit. Well, yeah, I know she's 6 and it's not like I have to change her diapers or anything, but still, she's not my responsibility. I should be in school. She should be in school. I'm not a substitute mommy here. And don't get me wrong, I love Jackie, but I've had it up to here. Okay, this is what she wants to do 24/7. Play dolls. I didn't even like dolls when I was a kid. Give me a stuffed animal. A tiger, a cheetah, a horse, but not dolls. See, I wasn't into dolls, but my 6-year-old sister is. Jackie, I think my doll has the virus. Look, she's coughing. We have to take her temperature. See, I was not into dolls. I don't do dolls. I do Instagram, I do Twitter, I do Snapchat, but not dolls. But you see, the other day, I heard Jackie crying in her room, and I went inside and I was like, Jackie, what's wrong? And she just shook her head and told me to go away, but I can't go away because I'm mom. So again, I was like, Jackie, what is wrong? Just tell me. And she shook her head and told me to go away. And I was like, fine, you want me to go away? I will go away. And I do. And, and then I stand outside of her room and listen to her cry. And I get it. We're all going through a hard time right now. Stuck at home, missing our friends, dying to leave the house, but scared of leaving the house for fear of dying. It makes me want to cry most days too. So, part of me just wants to leave and go do my own thing. And the other part of me knows I can't. What do? Well, I pick up the doll and I go back into that pink and white room filled with unicorns and flowers and decorated with kindergarten artwork all over the wall. Jackie, I'm feeling better. Look, I'm not coughing anymore. Should we take my temperature and see if I'm better? And, Jackie laughs and, she picks up the pretend thermometer and No, I don't know why she was crying, but at this point it doesn't matter because at least she stopped. So, she picks up the thermometer and takes the doll's temperature. "You're all better," she says, and those big brown innocent eyes look up at me. "Do you want to play with me now?" she says. And what am I supposed to do? Say no? Make her start crying again? So yes, I want to play with you. So now instead of playing my violin and orchestra class, I am playing dolls. Instead of meeting you in the gym for gymnastics, I'm playing dolls. And instead of sitting at the lunchroom laughing with my friends, I'm playing dolls. Yeah, I know. I know it's not her fault, but it's not mine either. I don't want to be home all day, and I don't want to babysit Jackie, and I especially do not want to play dolls. Are you sick? Yes, I am sick. I am sick of being at home, and I am sick of missing school and my friends and orchestra class and everything, so yes, I am sick. And just when I think I've had enough, Jackie knocks on my door. "Madison, do you want to play with me?" Do I want to play? "Sure, Jackie, just give me 15 minutes to talk to Janae on Skype and I'll be right out." And then I was thinking, what if it was her coughing and I was the one taking her temperature? Or Mom or Dad? But we're okay. We have each other. And Mom says it's all going to be over soon, and Dad said this will bring us closer together as a family, spending quality time together and all that. So yeah, I gotta go. I gotta go play dolls with Jackie. But I was thinking, and I could go into my closet and find that old cheetah of mine. I used to love playing with that cheetah when I was little. And maybe Jackie's doll can take care of my cheetah, or they can climb the mountain couch together and go on adventures. Coming, Jackie. Just let me finish up talking with Janae. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Mrs. Evans can't figure me out. She's this super old lady who lives across the street from me. And when I say old, I mean old. And did I mention unfriendly? Yeah, that too. But now, she doesn't know what to think about me. I know what she used to think about me. Disrespectful teen. Why? I'll tell you why. Because I drilled holes in the muffler of my car. Oh yeah, it's loud and powerful. So picture this. Loud music, loud muffler. Yeah, bringing it home. Sometimes before I leave the house, I rev it up. Oh yeah, I let it go. Mrs. Evans, well, she slams her door shut, but not before glaring at me and shaking her head. Hey, old woman, want to see me do a donut in front of your house? Yeah, I'd like to show her who's all that. Call me the bad teen in the neighborhood if you want to. I don't care. But I gotta be careful because my dad, if he catches me driving too fast, he'd pull the keys from me. But I can still make some noise, can't I? Oh, yeah. Well, that was before. Before I was stuck at home. Where can I go now? Nowhere. It's like the whole world is grounded. So here I sit on my front porch wondering how long will this last? When will this stupid virus just die so I can get back to tearing up the streets? Hey, Mrs. Evans, I feel your pain. I'm stuck at the house, just like you. I'm not going anywhere either, just like you. So maybe I'll shut my door too. Shut out the whole world, just like you. But last week, Mrs. Evans messed up. Her little white barking poodle, who, trust me, is more annoying than my booming muffler, ran out the door. Mrs. Evans was checking her mail, and her dog Peanut ran for it. I guess Peanut was sick of being quarantined too. I get it. The dog sees an opening and just goes for it. Freedom! Darts out the door and runs down the street like there's a marathon to be won. Good thing I'm not out driving that day, because that could have been the end of Peanut. So I see Mrs. Evans standing at her door, just looking distraught. Peanut, get back here, she says. Mrs. Evans has a walker, so it's not like she can go running after it. And here I am, standing in the yard eating an ice cream cone, because Mom doesn't like them dripping in the house. So what do? I drop the cone in the grass and take off. Fluffy, get back here, I scream. Dumb dog. She's zigging and zagging, running from one street to the other. A couple cars even had to slam on their brakes to miss her. Again, it's a good thing I wasn't driving that day. So you gotta understand. I play football. I'm in it to win it. I'm gonna tackle that dog. Gotcha! Yes, I got her. Peanut's panting, and I am too. Gotcha, girl. We both take a minute to catch our breath, and then she starts licking me to death. You're safe now, girl. Let's go home. So I walk 3 blocks back to the house, carrying this football trophy or whatever you want to call it, dog, back to Mrs. Evans. I knock on her door and then step back, the whole 6 feet thing, and then she opens her door. Well, you should have seen her face. Not the usual irritated, angry look, but tears are flowing down her face. I think they were sad tears that turned into happy tears. Miss Evans pulls out a tissue from the pocket of her robe and quickly wiped them away. I didn't know what to say. Then, with her walker in tow, she starts inching her way towards me. No, stay there, I tell her. Quickly, I open the front door and give the little runaway dog a gentle push back inside her house. There you go, I say. Then this old woman, she looks deep into my eyes and says, "Thank you. She's she's my best friend." Then, all of a sudden, I gotta blink fast to keep stupid tears falling down my face. I don't want to look like a sissy. So back at home, Mom yells at me to pick up the ice cream I dropped in the yard. Which I do. I didn't bother telling her how it got there. I didn't want to look like some hero or anything. But Mrs. Evans, she thinks I'm a hero now. Because every day now, for the past week, she sets homemade cookies on my front porch with a little note that says, "Thank you." Not once, but every single day. I guess she's lonely. I get it. Me too. Just like you. Stupid quarantine. But get this. Later today, I'm going to leave Mrs. Evans a little gift on her front porch. It's not much. It's just a flower from my backyard. And I'll leave her a note that says, "You're welcome."
Mia, you came. I didn't think you'd come, but I'm so glad you did. Just sit there in your old spot. It's still nice up here, isn't it? Still sturdy too, except for the ladder. It's a little rickety now. But my dad did a good job building this treehouse, didn't he? Remember how we begged him for it? Please, please, we need a special place for our girls' club. A girls' club of 2, me and you, Layla and Mia, to conquer the world. Remember how we used to blow bubbles from up here for what seemed like forever? And we'd watch them float through the air and wait for them to pop and scream when they did. I still have some up here. Here. We'd be so covered with this slippery mess dripping all over our hands. But we didn't care. And we never, ever fought. Then, in junior high, we drifted. Different interests, new friends. I know it wasn't you. It was me. But it was in high school where I turned on you. I mean, I didn't want to, but it seemed exciting. Like a rush to be with this new group of popular girls. Meadow, Bailey, Ahmaya, we stuck together like glue. They were my new girls club, and they demanded nothing but loyalty. And sad to say, a sense of cruelty to anyone on the outside. Yeah, my new friends and I love standing tall on that social ladder, kicking down any and all who tried to interfere. We made others cry, dared them to approach us, dared them to look at us. But you always dared to look at us. Actually, you looked right at me, right into my eyes, because you knew the girl I'd been when we were kids. You remembered us laughing and blowing bubbles from this treehouse, not the girl I'd become. And now, I was a stranger to you, not exactly, but close. But I didn't care. All I cared about was keeping my status quo. God, I remember the hurt in your eyes when I was with them and saw you looking our way. Hey, Mia, we saw you looking at us, so why don't you take notes? Follow our pattern if you want to grow up someday and be as awesome as we are. Mia, no, wait. I'm getting to it. Please, just listen. I wasn't awesome. I was the scum of the earth, and I know that now. Listen, this pandemic and the school closing has really opened my eyes. Suddenly, thank God, I was forced to be away from them. And being away from them has given me time to sit here and think and ask myself, who have I become? Who am I without that dirty squad to wreck and destroy other lives? I'm a nobody. That's who I am. And nobody not even worth glancing at. Mia, I'm so sorry. Truly, truly sorry. And if I could take it all back, I know I can't, but if I could, I would do it. I swear. And listen, I want you to know that when we get back to school, I will never, ever treat you that way again. I promise. Instead, I'll look at you, smile at you, and I'll say hi. I'll even invite you to have lunch with me. No, I don't care what the other girls say. They're no longer my friends. I don't need friends like that. So thanks. Thanks for listening to me. Yeah, this place was always magical. Still is. And it's still ours, even if we're no longer friends. Look, Mia, that one's still going. Mia, look. It still hasn't popped yet. Really? You're glad you came? Me too.
Go get it, Harvey. Get it, boy. Feels good to get back outside. I guess I've been cramped up too much. Been in my room, you know. Sun feels good. Even if this isn't what I'm supposed to be doing. No, I'm supposed to be cleaning my room. Why? Because my mom says it looks like a pig pen. So I'm saying it's my room. Good boy, Harvey. Good boy. And get it. Right. So last night, I hear Dad talking in the kitchen to Mom, and he's saying, Beth, you need to pick your battles. And I'm thinking, you tell him, Dad, because my room is off limits. Then I hear him say, come on, there are bigger things in the world going on right now. Yeah, Mom, like a pandemic? And you're about my room being a little messy? Big deal. Go get it, Harvey. Well, despite what Dad said, Mom, she picked the battle. So this morning, she bursts into my room, throws on the lights, throws open the drapes, and I'm like, Mom, what are you doing? And she goes, Phoenix, I have had it up to here with your messy room. So I try and roll over, go back to sleep, like, Mom, seriously? But that wasn't stopping her. I mean, I knew this day was coming. She says, you stay in this room and you don't come out until it's clean. Luckily, Mom had to leave the house for a few hours. She goes and helps deliver food to the elderly who are homebound, and it's a really, really good thing. Because that means she's going to be out of the house for a while. So yeah, I'm supposed to be cleaning my room, and what am I doing? I'm out here playing ball with the dog. Yeah, I said Mom picked this battle, not me. Good boy, Harvey. You ready? Ready? There it is! I mean, what can I say? I'm a rebellious teen. I don't like being forced to do stuff. I'm my own person now. But hey, in my defense, she did say, and you spend too much time in here. You need to go out in fresh air. Well, I'm out of my room. Getting some fresh air, Mom. I don't know. I mean, I want this pandemic to be. I want to leave the house, but I can't. I want to go see my friends, but I can't. And look, while the average 5-year-old loves uninterrupted mommy and daddy time, teenagers are different. We like having our own stuff in our own space, and my room, it's my space. Do you care, Harvey? Do you care if my room's a little messy? That's right, boy. You don't. But Mom does, which makes no sense. It's not like I walk into her room and tell her how to keep it like, Mom, don't you dust in here? Because I don't care. Like I said, she cares. I mean, it's like I'm 5 years old and she's making me put the blocks away. I always used to say, well, can't we just leave them out for tomorrow? Nope, forget about it. It's all about that big R, responsibility. She would say, I'm raising a responsible young adult, not someone who will be a drain to society. Honestly. It's all because my room's a little messy, like dirty plates, cups, silverware, a few empty food containers, dirty clothes, and who knows what else. I mean, I guess she shouldn't have to clean it up. I guess it is my room, but it's also my mess. Yeah, we showed her, didn't we, Harvey? We're not cleaning my room. We're getting some fresh air. Come on, Harvey. You want to help me clean my room? Ooh, I'll even let you lick the plates.
There's a pandemic. Stay inside and hope for the day life returns to normal. But it'll be too late. The one-act play competition has been suspended. They might as well say canceled because it's not going to happen, ever. I had all the lines memorized, all for nothing. The part I dreamed of, the part I prayed for, the audition I poured my heart and soul into. Yeah, auditions were tough. Every girl trying out wanted this part, and somehow I got it. I still remember when they posted the cast list outside of the drama room. Mr. Wilson has this tradition of posting it as soon as the last bell rings, then he disappears. I guess because he doesn't want to hear any outbursts of joy or disappointment. So, there I was, standing at the back behind everyone else who had rushed up to see if their name was on the list. Did I get in? Did I get in? They'd ask, scanning the list. I couldn't see the list from where I was standing, though. I was too far back. I waited in line for what felt like forever. Excited and scared. Mostly scared. But before I could squeeze my way through the packed shoulders, I started hearing, "Congratulations, Peyton!" Not just once, but several times. At that point, I knew I was in, but what part? Then, suddenly, Becca rushed up and grabbed my arm, and she was like, "You got it! You got it! You got the lead!" Really? I did? Is this a dream? Well, I did. I ran home as fast as I could to tell my mom, "Mom, I got it! I got it! Can you believe it? And if we put together a good show, we could go to state, and I could get the chance of the Best Actress Award. Can you imagine?" That night, I read every line with such passion. The pillow on my bed was my Romeo, and I called out my undying love for him. Good night, parting is such sweet sorrow, that I shall say good night till it be morrow." I was on top of the world, calling out to my star-crossed lover, knowing we would capture the attention of the audience and, most importantly, the judges. "Oh, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name. Or if thou wilt not, be but sworn my love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet." Noah got the part of Romeo. Get this. This is huge. I have this humongous crush on him. Can we say win-win? And in my mind, as I'm looking at that pillow propped up on my bed, memorizing my lines, he will truly, in real life, be my Romeo. Noah is a senior, and all the girls adore him. I do too, but from afar. I'm new to this town, new to this school, new to everyone. Yeah, I've made a few friends that I hang out with. I wouldn't call us the popular girls, though. Not like the people Noah hangs out with. But he's never gotten the chance to get to know me. And doing this play together, he was going to get to know me. The sophomore from who knows where, who swept into drama class and snagged the role of Juliet. Who is she? Where did she come from? She's not a senior. Nope, but I got it. I put my heart into those auditions, and I guess Mr. Wilson saw something that he liked. Maybe he saw the chemistry between me and Noah. Star-crossed lovers on stage, and maybe in real life, too. If only. And there you go. No Romeo. No traveling to state. No chance of getting the Best Actress award. And no chance of Noah getting to know me. On stage or in real life. I'll probably never see him again. He moves on to college and I stay here. In my room, dreaming, pretending you are my Romeo. Oh, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Who's this? It's Noah. Noah's texting me? Hi, I was just wishing... No. I was feeling sad. No. How's it going? Perfect. I was thinking about you too. Sure, you can call me after dinner. Okay, bye. My bounty is as boundless as the sea, and my heart is, and my love is as deep. The more I give to thee, the more I have, for both are infinite.
Disappointed. That's my word. A form of sadness, a feeling of loss, a painful gap between expectation and reality. You know, teens want to do everything in life with exclamation points, but instead we're mourning the memories we counted on. Prom, award programs, signing yearbooks. Oh, and this little tradition I was looking forward to on the last day of school. So when the bell rings at the end of the day, last class, last day of school, we all run into the hallway, pull out the papers from our notebooks, and throw them in the air. Papers fall on the ground everywhere like snow. Masses of snow. Everyone's laughing, kicking the papers with their shoes, singing our traditional song, School's Out for this summer. It's great, and the teachers don't get mad because it's a tradition. But, I suppose the only person who does get mad is the janitor. But I heard the principal stays after school late to help sweep up the mounds, toss paper. It's a tradition. Yeah, I want to be happy, but it's hard. I miss school. I miss my friends, and I miss my favorite teacher, Mrs. Shepherd. I want to walk into her class and see her smile. She's always smiling. Bonjour, she says. Comment allez-vous? How are you? And I reply, Je suis bon. I'm good. But today, not so good. Triste, sad. Mrs. Shepherd is one of those teachers everyone loves. Even if you don't love French, you take her class just to be with her. She's funny and kind, and she gives lots of hugs. Yeah, lots of hugs. I could use one of those hugs right now. So this is funny. During the last pep rally, Mrs. Shepherd walked out into the center of the gym. Nobody knew what she was doing or what was going on. Then all of a sudden, the song "Watch Me" started playing. You know that one? Everyone knows that one. And Mrs. Shepherd was standing out there doing the whip and nay-nay dance. It was hilarious. Everyone was on their feet cheering, screaming, jumping up and down. And she was a good dancer. It was awesome. Yeah, Mrs. Shepherd makes everyone happy. Like I said, I miss her. I miss her class. The online instructions, well, they're just not the same. We don't even get to see her face. Just a list of assignments, no smiles, no laughs, and no hugs. Gosh, I wish I could talk to her. She always made me feel better, but I do have her number. She gives it out to all her students. That's just the kind of teacher she is. But does anyone ever call her? She said we could, anytime, but still, what would I say? I'm calling because I miss you? That seems lame. It's not like I need help with the assignments. We finished everything. All done. No more writing in journals, practicing flashcards, completing listening activities. Besides, she's probably busy with her family. So, how is it that one teacher who makes your world seem, I don't know, hopeful? I remember one time I had a fight with Mason. That's my ex-boyfriend. She stopped me in the hallway and asked what was wrong. I guess she's super observant because she could tell something was off by looking at my face, but I shook my head as if everything was fine. But then these stupid tears ran down my face, so then I told her how me and Mason had this big fight and we broke up. Mrs. Shepherd gave me the warmest look I'd ever seen and put her hand on my face. She gently said something I'll never forget. Painful endings mean new beginnings. And she was right. Breaking up with Mason was a good thing, but I miss Mrs. Shepherd. It's not a good thing. Hi, Mrs. Shepherd. It's me, Isabel. I'm good. Good. Je suis bonne. I am good. I was wondering how you were, and I miss you too. Yeah, it's all so crazy right now. I can't wait to get back to school. You did? No, I didn't get it. I'll go check the mail as soon as we hang up. No, I'm glad you wrote it in French. I will. Yeah, I'll write you back in French. I promise. Yes, in every week until I'm back in your classroom. Perfect. Au revoir. Goodbye. Dawn. That's the word. That's what I have to look forward to. The appearance of light, the morning sun, a new start, and as Mrs. Shepherd said, painful endings mean new beginnings. I like that.
Hi, Chad. Oh, no, it's nice seeing you too. Oh, no, I haven't been waiting for long. I just got on. Yeah, awkward silence. No, this is my first time too. I mean, it's becoming the thing, but it's definitely different. No, I'm not sure how we do this either. Actually, I've never been on a date before, so not only are you my first virtual date, but my first date ever. No, I swear. I guess I guess I just haven't met the right person. Maybe I'm picky. You know, my mom always says to hold out for the right one and not to flip flop around too much. No, she really says that. Yeah, I know it's funny. My mom can be funny sometimes. Yeah, I miss school too. Who would have thought? I mean, 2 months ago we saw each other every single day in science class. Oh, did I ever tell you how happy I was when we got paired up for the frog dissection? Virtual, I know, just like the state, but still, I don't particularly like dead things. Yeah, it was hilarious when we named our dog, not our dog, our frog, Fluffy. It sounds like a dog's name, not a frog's name. Oh, do you remember when you kept making those frog noises and Mrs. Phillips gave you one of those stares that meant you better stop it now? Oh, poor Fluffy. Click on the heart, click on the stomach, click on the liver. I was just, thank you for doing all that. I was just totally grossed out. Yeah, and here we are now. Weird, huh? A virtual date, a first date. It's not sure what I expected, but hey, it's more laid back, like no pressure. I mean, it's not like you were gonna kiss me or anything. Oh, I cannot believe I just said that. But definitely no pressure, not on me, and especially not on you, since guys usually make the first move. I mean, I guess usually. What? Me? No, have you? Oh, so you're not going to tell me. That's fine. I'm just not going to tell you either. Okay, sure. On the count of three, we'll both say the answer. Oh, no, I'm ready. But let me do it. Okay. On the count of three, not counting a relative, have ever been kissed. 1, 2, 3. Hey, you didn't say it. Well, I know I didn't say it either. I was kind of waiting to see what you would say. You swear you'll do it? Cross your heart? Okay. On the count of three, not counting a relative, have you ever been kissed? 1, 2, 3, no. Oh, you have. Well, what can I say? I guess I just haven't met the right person. Saving my lips and not flip-flopping around, as my mom would say. Yeah, I know, it's a funny saying. So who was your first? What? Lily in first grade? That doesn't even count. Well, now I don't feel so stupid. So what have you been waiting for? Same as me. That special someone. Oh, do you know what I don't miss about Mrs. Phillips' class? Luke! Yes, thank you. He is so obnoxious. He thinks he's funny, and he always asks these stupid questions on purpose, because as Mrs. Phillips says, there are no stupid questions, but again, he's always asking those stupid questions on purpose. Oh, Mrs. Phillips, what if everyone on Earth jumped at the same time? Really? Like we could pull that one off. But Mrs. Phillips, as usual, was calm and answered the question. Luke, if 7 billion people jumped all at the same time, we would move the Earth just 1/100th of the radius of an atom per second. And then when we all landed, the Earth would just move back to its place. Luke tries to be Mr. Smarty Pants, but he's not. He's just dumb. I would never, ever like a guy like that. But you're different. I mean, in a good way, obviously. Like, sweet. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's why I like you. What? Really? How would... But I've never... Okay. On the count of three. That was nice. Yeah. I had a good time too. Bye.
Dad, I'm sorry we can't come to the hospital and visit you. I hate this. I know you hate it too, but don't worry. We're all doing good. Even Mom. She cleans a lot, with bleach. Every surface, handle, doorknob. I think it helps her. Keeps her busy, and Timmy, he just plays as if everything is normal. Running through the house in his Superman cape, jumping on the furniture, Mom yelling at him to stop. He doesn't understand. Dad, we can't wait for you to come home. And as soon as you do, I'm making you your favorite dessert, lemon meringue pie. And hopefully it won't turn out like it did last time. Remember? On your birthday, what was supposed to be the crowning glory for my pie, whipped clouds of pure delight, became a runny mess that spilled all over the table. It was terrible. But you got a spoon and ate it off like it wasn't even a big deal. You said, "Come on everybody, grab a spoon. This is great." But it was a disaster. So here's what I'll do. Tonight, I'll practice making you the perfect pie. I'll watch some videos and practice whipping up that melt in your mouth homemade meringue. I can do it. I know I can. Then I'll give you a tart and creamy lemon mustard filling that is topped with a mile high, yes, mile high, billowy meringue. I'm sorry you don't feel like talking, but you look good, and it's good they're giving you some oxygen. Mom said it's more concentrated oxygen, so it's good for your lungs. So relax and breathe in, Dad. Breathe in and imagine that lemon meringue pie I'm gonna make for you the minute you come home. Just don't imagine that disaster from last time. Practicing tonight. It'll be perfect. I promise. You'll see. Hey, Dad, in a minute, Timmy wants to say hi to you. He, thinks you're on vacation. I guess that's just how his 4-year-old brain works. Mom didn't want to upset him about you being in the hospital, so when he sits in front of the computer, you can give him a thumbs up. Like this. That'll make him scram, okay? That way he won't ask you a million zillion questions like, "Dad, where are you? When are you coming home? Why did you have to leave? Are you having fun? Can I come with you?" All that stuff. Sometimes Timmy drives me crazy with his million zillion questions. What are you eating? Can I have some? Can you get me juice? Can you put it in my Spider-Man cup? Did you know Spider-Man can climb walls? So I'll protect you from his million zillion questions. So tomorrow we're going to... Dad? Dad, what's that loud beeping noise? Why won't it stop? What is that? Dad, are you okay? Dad! Oh good, I see a nurse next to you. What's she doing? Dad, are you okay? What's going on? Dad! Dad! Yes, I'm his son. What? His oxygen level went too low? Is he gonna be okay? You promise he's gonna be okay? No, Timmy, you can't talk to Dad right now. He's not feeling good. I mean, he's busy. Just go, Timmy, get Mom. Go, Timmy, go, hurry. Dad, are you okay? Please, Dad, tell me you're okay. Please. Dad, please. Thanks, Dad. I needed that. Thumbs up. You're gonna be just fine.
Wow, I love your tux. You look so sharp and handsome and wow! I love how your vest and bow tie matches my dress. If only we could stand next to each other for some pictures. But Mom said she'd come out and take some later. Maybe I can crop them so we look closer than you are. Thank you. You really like it? Good. I'm glad. You know, I shopped for weeks looking for the perfect dress. Should I tell you that? Well, it's a girl thing. Girls do that. And when I found this one, the way it flows, I knew it was the perfect dress. And here we are, standing in my front yard. Prom 2020. Here we are. Did you see? Dad strung lights around the house, and Mom put ribbons and flowers around the trees. Your mom was here earlier too, putting all those little bows in the hedges. It looks so pretty. Oh, thanks for sending this corsage to my house. I love it. Oh, see that little table over there? Mom made punch and set out fancy glasses. And cookies. Shall we? It's good, isn't it? My parents felt really bad that we had to miss the prom. I was crushed. Mom found me crying in the closet, hugging my dress. I know I was a sight, bawling like a baby, tissues crumpled at my feet. When Mom found me in the closet, she came in and sat down next to me. For a minute, she just caressed my back, but then she said, "Allison, honey, prom is not canceled." I looked up to her, tears streaming down my face, holding on to my dress for dear life. "Why are you saying that, Mom?" "Yes, it is. We can't go. It's my senior year, and I can't go to the prom with Logan." Then, I guess Mom called your mom, and before I knew it, they were setting all this up. And look what they did. It's beautiful, magical. Dad even put speakers in the bushes for music. So, I guess prom in my front yard is better than no prom, right? Plus, I do have the perfect date who pulled off the cutest promposal ever. Did I ever tell you I love how you asked me to prom? I know I did, but it was still the best. There I was, walking to my locker in between classes, and there you were, holding a poster board. I thought, what are you doing here? Why are you at my locker? Shouldn't you be in the field house? But then I read it. Every prince needs a princess. Will you be mine for prom? I was so happy. I threw my arms around you and of course said yes. And then I went into prom dress mode. I knew I had to have the perfect dress. Had to. And then I found it. This. The perfect dress. And here we are, all dressed up in my front yard. To you, Logan, for getting all dressed up in a prom and a tux to go to prom with me, as we stand far apart yet dance the night away. And to our parents for setting all this up. And to next year's seniors, may they have as memorable a prom as we did. What? You ready to dance? Okay, let's do this. Thank you, Logan. Thank you for letting me be a princess tonight.
Yeah, okay. Yep. Thanks. Bye. Was all total lie. I could have opened up, told her how I was really feeling, but I faked it. Good, with depression. I joined everyone at dinner. Yeah, great. I'm all. Yes. As always, I'm struggling, but I'm depressed. It wasn't true, and I don't admit it to anyone. But I'm missing so much. It's the sports, baseball, outside. Here I'm. He's years old. It's a 8 an hour. You know, as players, we've got this sense, you could call it, focus and so much. And I want a real shot at landing in college. Always the first to show up. Every piece of advice my coach gives me. Well, that and my dad. Yeah, ever since I was 10 years old, it's like we're in this together, you know. Push off the mound and extend. Crack the whip and release. Now I can't even play the game. My buddy, all about the Yankees, but me, I'm all about the top. I mean, the best team in baseball. Still, and me, I'm gonna be their pitcher one day. You know, depression, and why wouldn't I be? I mean, I'm stuck being, instead of being out on the field where like I said, first to show, you know, in the slide. I don't really have anger issues. Last week, well, there's a that is enough. Mom said teletherapy. I refused. Oh.
Grounded. I'm 16 years old and I'm grounded. You think I was 12? Okay, I admit it. I procrastinated with my online schoolwork. Hey, we're out for spring break, which turned into early summer break. Because due to the pandemic, classes will not resume. I'm okay with that. Sleeping all day, playing video games all night. It's good. It's all good. At least it was. Okay, so to be honest, I know I was supposed to continue with my online schoolwork as if? But it wasn't as if. I'm a people person, so to be isolated in my room all day, doing online worksheets and studying and reading alone? Are you kidding me? I mean, I know you read alone, but I like to be around people my own age who get me. Alone in my room all day, doing online studying? No way! This is pure torture. At least in school, you can lean over and be like, hey, you got any gum? Snacks? Which someone usually does. Or, man, I can't wait for the bell to ring. I need food. You know, just a little conversation here and there. Maybe longer if the teacher's cool and lets us visit. But to be stuck in my room, with no friends to bum snacks off of or talk League of Legends with, I can't do it. Or rather, I didn't do it. Mom didn't find out the sad truth until today. Email comes in, your child has a score of below 70 in the following classes. Like 4 of them. Not good. Not good at all. Yeah, I got busted. I was like, Mom, I'm sorry I procrastinated. Truth is, I was accelerating at video games. I got to level 30 in League of Legends. So, now I have 2 weeks to get all of my assignments completed. 2 weeks. Do you know how much work that is? Let me tell you. I have 8 tests to study for the analysis of American literature. I have to read To Kill a Mockingbird with 30 quizzes to follow, study binary and non-binary operations in algebra, whatever that is, and take a test on that. And that's not it. I have to study ancient history, Greek history, Roman history, and take a test on each and every single one of them. And last but not least, learn the periodic table. Are you kidding me? Mom says if I don't get it done, I have to enroll in summer school. Summer school? Are you kidding me? I long for the summer. I live for the summer. School and summer do not mix, and I feel for those kids that have to go to year-round school. Why would anyone like that? Are you crazy? Who came up with that idea? Well, anyway, it felt like summer had started early, and I went with it. Hey, Mom, I don't like homeschooling. Yeah, she's ignoring me. She's mad. At least I didn't do homeschooling until this pandemic. Yeah, home alone, no friends, no snacks, and no joking around. Hey, Mom, can you bring me a snack? I guess not. All alone, in my room, doing online studying. But maybe one more game, and then I'll get started? All right, Mom, all right, I'm on it. God, I swear she has a hidden camera in here. Chapter 1. Oh, someone out there, help me. Please help me.
You know, I always liked feeding you. Mom would bring me to the park almost every weekend when I was a kid. At first, I was scared of you. I thought you were going to bite me, so I ran away and hid behind a tree. Mom would just stand there and laugh while she fed you, and I watched. She would talk to you too. I'm only talking to you now, but finally I figured out you aren't going to hurt me. Maybe a little peck here or there because you got too anxious for the bread, but it never hurt. Now, this is how I relax. Earlier, Mom and I had this big fight, and I don't know, I guess I said some things I didn't mean. I was mean. You can't control me. You can't force me to stay here. I'm sick of this house, sick of these walls, and I'm sick of you. So I'm leaving, and you can't stop me. I'm leaving. Do you hear me? I'm leaving. I went to my room and I slammed the door. I thought, I'm just gonna grab a few things, pack a bag and leave. I'll sleep at the park if I have to. What's she gonna do? Call the police? Get me arrested for going to the park? Then I hear this tap, tap, tap. Morgan, can I come in? No, go away, I'm busy. I wanted her to think I was packing my bag. I even opened and closed a few drawers to make it sound that way. I knew she was listening, and I felt ashamed, but yet I wanted to leave, so I grabbed my backpack and threw a few things inside of it and walked to the living room. Mom gave me a defeated look. I knew she was tired of fighting. I was too, but we kind of had this stare, no words, just staring. I almost dared her to stop me from walking out that door. With her pleading eyes, she said, "Please don't go." My independent nature was screaming, "Do it! Show her! She can't boss you around! No one can!" Then all of a sudden I had this vision. I saw my mom standing in the park with the ducks circling her. They were quacking, she was laughing, and I was hiding behind that big elm tree. "Come on, Morgan," she said. "Don't be shy, they won't hurt you." Yeah, I hurt my mom. I could see it in her eyes. I tossed my backpack to the couch and said, "I want to go feed the ducks." She nodded and didn't say a word. Within a couple seconds, she had the car keys in one hand and a loaf of bread in the other. We didn't say one word to each other on the drive over. Silence. When she parked on the street, I grabbed my loaf of bread and came straight here. She's just sitting there, waiting. I'm glad she's giving me some space. I need it. Because ever since I quit hiding behind that elm tree, this has been my hiding place. The park, the ducks, the memories, all those times my mom brought me here, it's comforting and makes me feel at peace. And now I feel bad. I don't like the way things are now. I want to go back to normal, whatever that is. But at least here, I feel normal. Hey, little one in the back, are you hungry? You big guys up here are always snatching up all the food. There you go. I bet you're glad you don't have to be in this quarantine. I mean, you can swim all over the pond all day long, go wherever you want, hang out with your friends. But I guess if you could leave this place, you wouldn't. Home is nice, safe, and comforting. But I do miss my friends. Mom said it won't be like this forever, but there is one thing I hope never changes. Coming here, feeding you guys. Even before I was big enough to walk, Mom would push me in the stroller to see you. Then I hid, and now I'm not scared at all. Okay, guys, guess I'll be going. I have some apologies to make, but don't worry, I'll be back.
Hi, I am Meadow Campbell, and a few ways the coronavirus COVID-19 has affected my life is it took away a few months of my senior year, and it was really disappointing to me because I didn't get to walk across the stage at graduation with my friends or do any of the last day school stuff like go to Cedar Point for our field trip. And it also has affected me going to college in the fall. I have to start earlier than expected, and there are certain guidelines I have to follow.
Hi, I'm Levi Falvey, and one big thing that's been happening ever since COVID-19 started is I haven't been able to play lacrosse, which is a really big part of my life, and I really enjoy doing it. And it cut out pretty much our entire season. We got to practice for 2 weeks pretty much, and then after that, they started doing a mask rule, and you can't really play a sport with a mask, so then they just shut down the whole sport, and we're not sure if we're going to be able to go and play next year, which really kind of sucks because it's important to me and a lot of other people on the team.
Hi, my name is Bailey Bish, and this pandemic has affected me in a couple of ways. One of which being that my parents are both essential workers. My mom actually works in Meadville Medical Center, and my dad is working on the other side of the state in a nursing home that was heavily affected with COVID. On top of that, I also had to finish up my sophomore year of high school in my bedroom while learning how to live in my house 24/7 with my two younger siblings. And a show I was doing with Meadville Community Theater, Petite Rouge, was actually canceled the week before our opening weekend. So those are just a couple of ways that this whole pandemic has affected me.
Hi, I'm Braden Green, and a few ways the pandemic has affected me is in just normal everyday life, having to adjust to wearing a mask. It canceled the last few months of my senior year and graduation. It also canceled what would have been my last youth show at Meadville Community Theater, Petite Rouge, and it also canceled what would have been a bunch of performances of my senior year of Meadville Jazz Band.
Hi, my name's Emilie, and some ways the pandemic has affected me. Obviously, like a lot of other people said, it's hard to finish out school, but it also took away 2 of my end of the year concerts, and I was doing 2 musicals that both sadly got canceled. But one thing that this has really taught me is it's really shown me how important friendship is, actually, even when you can't see each other.
Hi, I'm Maxwell Yeager. Of the pandemic for our family has that a lot closer together. Obviously, you have to spend a lot.
Hi, I'm Ahmaya Andrews, and some ways that this pandemic has affected me is that it was my senior year, and I missed out on some things like Petite Rouge, which I was also in, and my last dance recital, or my senior dance recital, and graduation as well, and yeah, I'm dying inside. Sorry for the lack of optimism.
Hopefully. Hello, I'm Tom Hall. I'm one of the directors of Quaran-Teens, along with Geoff Hall, please wave, and Alicia Greathouse, and also BJ Angstadt and Mitchell King. And I'd also like to thank some very other people that contribute a lot to this evening's performance. Those include Victoria Soff, who promoted the show for MCT. I'd also like to thank Alan Condon, who's been in the studio, so to speak, and Jason Sackle from Meadville Calendar, and all the people at Meadville Community Theater. And now I have a great privilege of introducing to you a very special guest, who joins us all the way from the great state of Texas, where the buffalo and the COVID spores roam and the deer and antelope play. Please welcome the author of Quaran-Teens, Laurie Allen.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for letting me join in and watch this. It's just been amazing. These are some new plays that I wrote. Actually, in May is when I finished these plays, so brand new. And other than our story, I've not heard any of them be performed. So this was quite exciting for me. And as y'all are all talking about how the pandemic has affected you, well, it has affected me too, because I had several productions that were canceled because of the COVID, and it was very disappointing. And I started seeing some call out for some writing competitions, you know, dealing with the COVID. So that's what prompted me to write our story. And it actually got picked up in San Diego at Theater The Cure and was performed, and it was a really good performance. So I sent it to my publisher at Pioneer, and she saw it, and she's like, we like this. This is really timely, and asked me to do a collection. So she said, can you do this really quick? I was like, well, okay. So I wrote the collection in probably about 2 or 3 weeks, really quick. And then they fast tracked it, got them out in another 2 weeks. And there we go. And it was just probably the fastest contract I ever received. And it was just a lot of fun, but it's been hard on all of us. And I'm just so honored that I got to watch y'all, because it was extremely good. And my heart goes out for all of y'all, but it's just been a lot of fun to get to know y'all and watch your performances. So I thank you for that.
Laurie. Laurie has agreed to stay around for a short question and answer period. We're going to bring the rest of the cast back in. I guess I'll ask you the first question. When we speak of this in the future, can we use the word world premiere when we describe this? And
yes.
Will my cast have any input at all in the casting when they decide to make a movie of it?
Yeah, right. Well, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if Pioneer would not like to add this as a link on their website. They do that a lot of times to promote the play, so they might want to do that. It was absolutely wonderful. The only play that I've seen is Our Story, which is done twice at Theater The Cure, and Madison Performing Arts, because I didn't submit any of the other ones because it went directly to my publisher, and they fast-tracked it for publication. And it was just great. Y'all did just a great job. I think there was one I didn't get to see was feeding the ducks, or no, Focus on Fire. Focus on Fire was the one. I didn't catch all that. I think it was some technical problems, but it was all just wonderful.
So who's got a question? Bailey.
Yeah, I was just wondering if there's anyone personally in your life that inspired some of these monologues. It seems like a lot of these were hard-hitting for a lot of us to relate to one of them, at least. Like my first one, I heavily relate to because of my own siblings. So I was just wondering if there was anyone close to you that helped you inspire some of these monologues.
Oh, like you had the sister, the sister. Yeah, so I have a granddaughter, and she suddenly is home. She's in the 3rd grade, and she's suddenly home. And my daughter is a teacher, so it's always she's no longer at school. Rayleigh's at home, and the struggles of having to homeschool. But I can imagine, if you had a little sister and your mom has to go to work, I can imagine what that would be like. And the boy at the that was working at the store, sacking groceries and all that. I go to this Market Street and I see these kids that are sacking the groceries, and I've noticed that nobody looks at you in the eyes. They all look away. They're like, if they look at you in the eyes, they're going to get the COVID. And I started thinking about how hard it would be to work in the store and deal with that. So that's kind of what I was leaning towards that, and our hearts are still beating. Look at each other. I still, care for each other. So. Anyway, you did a great job. I really enjoyed your performance.
Thank you.
Ahmaya, do you have a question?
Yes. So my question is, I write stuff, but I've always tried to write a play, but for some reason I've never been able to do it. It's always just failed. Do you have any advice for me on how to get started?
Reading plays is going to help. There's a great website called the New Play Exchange where you can read other people's plays, and you can also post your own plays on there. And so it's a great place to go, and reading, of course, is going to help you a lot. For me, I started out writing short stories, and I wrote a novel, and I always caught myself wanting to get to the dialogue. I wanted to hear them talk and then going back and forth. So I felt like, and I was in drama. Of course, being in drama helps because what's going to work on stage, entrances and exits, and how it goes. So I would say being in theater, because I was in theater in high school, and so I draw a lot of my experiences from high school and from being in the theater. And I was in the one-act play, and I tried to think what it was going to be like if that was cut off from me, and so I would say the reading the plays and being in theater, and that's going to help you a lot, would be my suggestions. And there's some good books on playwriting too, but I really like just the dialogue and editing. So yeah.
Braden or Emilie, you have anything? Yes, Emilie.
I was wondering if there was anything, like any reason that inspired you to choose to tell the stories of teenagers, and specifically?
I have written a lot for teens. I always say I'm a kid at heart. I've got 9 books published. My first book for teens, Scenes, were published in 2007. My last one that I just did is in 2019. So I have a heart for it, and I feel like I'm young at heart, and I loved high school. I loved theater, and it was a great experience. So I kind of draw all that, when I'm writing, and I remember what it was like, and to pull that into it. So I'm just going to stay young at heart and love writing for the teens. I love your energy, and so I think that's where it comes from.
Hey, Braden, you're up.
Obviously you wrote a lot of monologues, and I was just wondering which one might have been the most difficult for you to write, and which one was personally your favorite?
Focus and Fire was the most difficult for me because I don't know a lot about baseball, so I had to do a little Googling. I was like, okay, I don't know these terms, so I had to look that up a little bit and kind of go with it. I think my favorite one was Just Like You. I like that one. The boy's sitting outside, and he's all tough, and he ends up being the hero for the little old lady on the walker, and that was one of my favorites. But I like all of them, but that was one of my favorites. Good question.
Great. Now you're giving Braden a swelled head. That's just what we need. Alicia, you want to say anything?
I just want to say thank you so much for allowing us to perform your monologue. Wonderful.
It was wonderful.
And I just want to say to our cast, wonderful job, all of you. We've worked with a lot of these youth through several shows. Jeff and I were actually directing the spring youth production, Petite Rouge, and it sadly got canceled a week before our opening night. And so this has allowed us to have another chance to work with some of these wonderful kids.
Oh, yes. Do they go to school, all the same school, or are they just?
Nope. Some are, hey guys, real quick. I'll see if I get this right. Braden's graduated from MASH, right? Mayville, thumbs up. Bailey Villanova, right?
Villa Maria.
Yeah. Emily, Collegiate Academy. Ahmaya, why don't you tell?
I actually am homeschooled and I graduated from PA Cyber. And I've been homeschooled my entire life.
Okay. So your monologue worked really good for you.
Yes.
I would just like to say, and I've already talked to the people that we lost due to connectivity issues and stuff like that. So I'm going to tell you guys the same thing I did them. What you guys did with this and all the technical problems and the fast rehearsal time, this is unbelievable and unparalleled. You guys are amazing. And this is why I always say you can do anything with youth as good or better than you can do with adults. And it's because of you guys. So nice job.
Great.
You guys took all of the technical issues in stride, even the ones that aren't here, they took it in stride. But this is the first time with us having ever done anything online like this.
Yeah.
So good job.
It was great. I so enjoyed it. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you. And good luck, everybody, in your future endeavors. Thank you to everybody who's watching. Thank everybody for coming.
Thank you.
Goodbye.